Before Zeus. Before Olympus. Before the gods ruled with lightning and thunder. The world was subjected to a single power. That power was Uranus, the god of the sky, an absolute father, an unquestioned ruler, a tyrant. Uranus feared his own children. He did not guide them. He did not protect them. He did not allow them to exist. He imprisoned them, denied them, crushed them before they could grow. And the earth itself, Gaia, his wife, suffered. She was the one who called for rebellion. She forged a sickle, an impossible weapon, and asked her children to rise. They all trembled, except one. His name was Cronos. Cronos was not the strongest, nor the most feared, but he was the only one who chose to act. When Uranus descended from the sky, confident in his eternal power, Cronos attacked. He did not kill him. He tore from his body that which allowed him to rule. That act put an end to the tyranny of the sky. The world breathed again. And for the first time, many believed that the horror had ended. Cronos took power, not as a conqueror, but as a liberator. And he made himself a silent promise. I will not become like him. For a time, he kept it. Chaos stopped. The world moved forward. Power no longer crushed everything. But no power remains innocent forever. Because even gods hear what they do not wish to hear. And a prophecy sealed the fate of Cronos. Just as you overthrew your father, one of your children will destroy you. That was the exact moment when the true error was born. Not violence, not ambition, but fear. Cronos did not fear losing the throne. He feared losing control of the future. And he chose to do the unthinkable, to prevent it. Each time one of his children was born, Cronos took them and devoured them. Not out of hatred, not out of cruelty, but convinced that he was protecting order. One by one, the future disappeared. Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, Poseidon, swallowed before they could exist. Cronos believed he had defeated fate. He believed he could do to the future what he had done to his father. But he failed to understand something essential. The future cannot be destroyed without destroying everything. Gaia, his wife, saw it clearly. And when his last child was born, she made a desperate decision. She deceived the god of time. She gave him a stone, wrapped like a newborn, and hid the child far from the Titan. That child was named Zeus. While Cronos ruled, convinced that he had everything under control, the future grew in silence. Years later, Zeus returned, not as a victim, not as a child, but as a consequence. Zeus did not return alone. He returned with the truth. He forced Cronos to release the children he had devoured. One by one, the gods returned to existence. Not as children, but as contained forces. Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, Poseidon. Those who had been swallowed by fear now rose against him. Father against children, past against future. Cronos tried to stop them. Not with hatred, but with control. But time no longer obeyed him. Zeus understood something his father never did. Power cannot stand alone when it is ruled by fear. United, the children of Cronos attacked, not for revenge, but to end the cycle. The battle was not just strength. It was rupture. They shattered his control, his dominion, his illusion of eternity. And thus, Cronos was defeated. Not because he was weak, but because he was alone. The past could not defeat the future. Not by prophecy, but by his own decisions. He had overthrown a tyrant, only to become another. This story is not only about gods. It is about parents who destroy their children out of fear of being surpassed. About leaders who halt progress out of terror of losing control. Cronos did not fall because of evil. He fell because he believed that the future should obey him. Because even gods, when they rule from fear, end up devoured by their own fate.